to the class children. I am your science teacher. My name is Mrs. Jyoti. So we are in lesson number 6, that is human body. So little part of the lesson we have completed. Open page number 259. Keep your term book ready, your pencil also ready. So we have learned that our body works like a machine. And we have 8 organ systems. About that 8 organ systems we are going to learn today. And we have 5 sense organs. So each and every sense organ has its own work. And like eyes we used to see, ears we used to hear. So like this different sense organs, they work in different manner. So our body is completely made up of cells. So cells, they join together and form tissues. And tissues, they join together and form organs. And organs join and form the organ system. So in our body we have total 8 organ systems. So in that, the first one is the respiratory system. Open page 259. So organ systems. Specific organs together they form organ system to perform a special activity. Each organ system has its own function. Now here we have 8 organ systems. So in that organ system, that complete organ system is made up of few organs, few parts. Now our face is there. Think that our face is an organ system. So our face is made up of different organs like nose, eyes, our forehead, then lips, mouth, then ears and the hair. So all these think that they are the organs. So our face is made up of all these organs. If anything is missing, our face doesn't look good, isn't it? So it stops the function. For suppose nose is not there in our organ system, then how we are going to breathe the air? We are not able to breathe. Then first suppose if the ears are not there, so how we are going to hear the different kinds of sounds? So each and every organ is very important in the organ system. So about those organ systems we are going to learn, and first one is the respiratory system. The first one is respiratory system. So what is respiratory system? Each and every organ system has its own work. Now this respiratory system is going to completely deal with the air we breathe. Okay, so here I have the respiratory systems image. So in the previous session also I told you about the respiratory system. So we are going to breathe the air in with our nose. Then here we have a windpipe. So through that windpipe it is going to enter into the lungs. So what these lungs are going to do? We are going to breathe the oxygen inside, isn't it? So the lungs are going to carry the oxygen to different parts of the body. Then there the oxygen is converted into carbon dioxide. Then again all that carbon dioxide it reaches to the lungs. And again these lungs are going to send out the carbon dioxide. So here whatever air we are breathing, the lungs are going to purify it and they are going to send the oxygen to different parts of the body. So that is the function of the respiratory system. I am going to read it. Just see. Our respiratory system consists of 3 main parts. That is the nose, windpipe and the lungs. So we have nose, windpipe and then lungs. So total there are 3 main parts. So respiratory has 3 main parts. That is the nose, windpipe and the lungs. We intake the air through our nose. This air is oxygen. So we are going to breathe the air with the help of our nose. And that air is nothing but oxygen. So the air then passes through the windpipe and reaches to our lungs. So as I already told you, from the nose it enters into the lungs. How it's going to enter? It's going to enter through the windpipe. Functions of lung is to take oxygen and supply to different parts of the body. Oxygen burns the food and gives us energy. The air we breathe out is the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is helpful to plants for photosynthesis. So whatever air we are breathing inside, it is oxygen. Then once it enters into the lungs, okay, once it enters into the lungs are going to send that oxygen to the different parts of the body. So here that oxygen is going to burn the food. It helps in the digestion. Oxygen helps in the digestion. So when digestion happens, what will happen? Automatically energy is released. So whenever there is a digestion, energy is released. So that energy we use to perform different activities in our day-to-day life. Then that oxygen is converted into carbon dioxide. Again it reaches to the lungs, and from the lungs it is sent out from the nose. So again it comes out through the windpipe. Now how that carbon dioxide is useful? It is useful for the plants. Okay. So what plants are going to do with the carbon dioxide? They are going to use it for breathing, and it's also useful for the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Nothing but the process of preparing food. For correct breathing, we should breathe in a pure environment. So to keep our lungs proper in safe condition, we have to breathe the pure air which is in the pure environment. So breathe the air where we can have lot of trees and all. Now whenever we are going on the road, you have to put a mask to your nose. Now after the corona season also, you have to put the mask, because there is lot of pollution like dust pollution and the smoke released from the vehicles. So this all is very harmful to your body, that is to your lungs. So always breathe the air which is very pure. Breathe through your nose and not from your mouth. So whenever you are breathing the air, you have to breathe only with the help of your nose but not from your mouth. Keep your surroundings clean for fresh supply of oxygen. So keep your surroundings always clean, and there should be a lot of ventilation. If you keep all the doors and windows and closed, what happens? So whatever carbon dioxide you are releasing, it is mucked up in the room. So you are going to get less oxygen to breathe. So what you have to do, keep the doors and windows open so that you can breathe the air. The next one is the digestive system. So digestive system is very important in our body, because in a day we are going to eat 3 to 4 times our food. We are going to have our food. So that food, after entering into the body, it's going to get digested and energy is supplied throughout the body, and the waste material is also sent out. So here there is a chart of digestive system. Now in this digestive system we have different parts. That is, we are going to eat food with our mouth. Okay, from here mouth we are going to eat the food. Then here is the green colored food pipe. Okay, this green colored part is the food pipe. So through the food pipe the food is going to come and it enters into the stomach. So this light green colored or yellow colored part is the stomach. So after entering into the stomach, it's going to get little digested. Then it's going to enter into the small intestine. So this orange colored total wrinkled part, that is this shape of a snake or C shape or S shape. Okay. So this orange colored part is the small intestine. Then it enters into the small intestine. Then again afterwards it enters into this large intestine, which is in blue color. So after entering into the large intestine, the waste material is going to come out from our body through the anus. It's going to come out of our body through the anus. So here we have several parts. One is the mouth, then food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. And not only this, here this pink colored part is the liver. And below the stomach another part is present, that is pancreas. So this liver and the pancreas are going to give some digestive enzymes. They are going to give some digestive juices So with the help of the digestive juices, the food is going to get digested properly. Okay, so these are the main parts of the digestive system. So here in the textbook also you can see the picture, complete picture. So below the stomach, the yellow colored part is there, that is the pancreas. Okay, so the digestive system. Digestion is a process in which the food breaks into the simpler form. So whatever food we are eating, in this process, digestion process, the food is going to get digested into small tiny bits. So we eat the food through our mouth. Our mouth has a liquid named as saliva. So whatever food we are eating, that is we eat with our mouth. Now after putting the food in the mouth, we are going to chew it with the help of teeth, and inside our mouth there is a liquid watery substance. It is called as saliva. It is called as saliva. So with the help of saliva, the food is going to become soft. Saliva mixes with the food and makes it soft. The soft food then passes through the food pipe into the stomach. Stomach is a hollow part in which various digestive juices are present. The digestive juices mix with the food and make the digestion easy. The food then goes into the small intestine. Here the food is further digested and taken to the other parts of the body. The undigested food goes to the large intestine and then comes out through the anus. So, here whatever food we are eating, we eat with our mouth. Now inside our mouth we have a liquid like substance. It is called as saliva. So whenever we are chewing the food, the saliva, it mixes with the food and it becomes into a soft ball. Then whenever we swallow it, it enters into the stomach. How it enters into the stomach? Through this green colored food pipe. Through this green colored food pipe. Now in the stomach, it is in a hollow shape, like a sac. Okay, like a balloon. How you, after blowing a balloon, how it looks? In the same way, stomach also looks like that. Now, here in the stomach, you have some digestive enzymes which are released from the liver and pancreas. So here again the food is broken into tiny pieces. Okay, it's broken into tiny pieces because of the digestive enzymes and it's going to get digested. Then after the food gets digested over there, it's going to stay for at least 1 hour in the stomach. Then it is moved to the small intestine. Okay, this orange colored part is the small intestine. Here the food is digested completely and the food will be in completely liquid form. It will be in the liquid form. Then here what happens? The small intestine is in very large in length. So as it is passing through all the complete small intestine, the walls, okay, the sides of the small intestine, they are going to absorb the food material. They are going to absorb the food material and whatever unwanted food is there, that is the waste food, then it is sent to the large intestine. So after absorbing all the juices and energy, so the leftover food particle, it is in the form of semi-solid. Semi-solid in the sense it is not a complete solid, that is not completely hard and not completely a liquid. Then after it enters into the large intestine, here it is going to absorb the water from the unwanted digestive material. Then after absorbing the water from here, it is going to come out through the anus. So this is about the digestive system. So digestive system is very important because as the food gets digested, energy is going to release and that energy we are going to use to perform several activities in our life. Okay, so that is about the digestive system. Now here down you have checkpoints. So look at the checkpoints. Say whether the following statement is true or false. Now first one, we use our eyes to see. Yes, the first statement is true. We use our eyes to see. Then we use our skin to taste. It is false. feel the changes. Then, third one, cells are made up of tissues. No, it is wrong. Tissues are made up of cells, but not cells are made up of tissues. So, this is also false. Then, fourth one, we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Yes, it is the true statement. We are going to breathe in the oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Then fifth one, the undigested food is thrown out through the small intestine. So here the undigested food is sent out from the body through the anus, but not from the small intestine. So the given statement is false. Okay, so these are the answers. Only first one and fourth one are true, remaining all are false. Yes? Now moving to the next one, that is the circulatory system. The circulatory system. Our circulatory system consists of heart, blood and blood vessels. So, we have heart, blood and blood vessels. So, these are the three main parts of the circulatory system. Heart pumps the blood to different parts through blood vessels. Blood takes the oxygen and sends digested food to all the parts of the body. So what is the function of the circulatory system here? You can see in the textbook. So the main organ is the heart. The main organ is the heart. So this heart is going to send blood to the different parts of the body. This heart is going to send the blood to the different parts of the body. How it's going to send the blood to different parts of the body? Through the blood vessels. Through the blood vessels. They also look like a thin pipe. They look like a thin pipe, and through that the blood is going to flow to different parts of the body. So what are the things which are there in the blood? So inside the blood you will have like oxygen. So oxygen is present inside the blood, and the food get digested. They are going to absorb only because of the blood vessels. Okay, from the small intestine we are going to absorb the digested food, isn't it? So that happens only because of the blood vessels. So this is about the circulatory system. So this is the heart which is going to send the blood to different parts of the body. So in the circulatory system we have three main parts, that is the heart, blood and blood vessels. Heart is going to send blood through the blood vessels to different parts of the body. Then the nervous system. The nervous system consists of brain, spinal cord and nerves. The brain controls the body parts through these nerves. Our actions such as reading, hearing, listening and walking are controlled by our nervous system. So, the two main parts are the brain and the nerves. So, how current junction, so many wires will be attached, isn't it? In the same way to the brain. Okay, this is the brain. So there are so many nerves attached to this brain. There are so many nerves. Okay, those who are fair, they can see the black colored one, black color lines. So those are also nothing but the nerves. So brain and nerves together they are going to function. So by mistake, whenever you touch a hot plate, okay, whenever there is a hot plate, immediately when you touch it, what happens? Immediately you are going to remove your hand from that. Okay, so here who is giving the instructions to remove the hand? Nothing but the brain is going to give the instructions. Okay, whenever you touch a hot plate to your hand, there are so many nerves connected. So whenever you touch it, the nerves are going to send the information to the brain. Okay, from here it enters into the brain. The brain is going to tell our body to remove the hand. Again that information comes in this way and immediately we are going to remove the hand. So it happens in just milliseconds. So the brain works very fast. So the nervous system, it has two main parts, that is the brain and the nerves. Okay, they are going to send the information and receive the information. So many activities in our body are controlled by the brain. Like I am teaching you, it is controlled by the brain, and you are sitting and listening, that is also controlled by the brain. Okay, so this is about the lesson today. Hope you all have understood. Now your homework is to draw the digestive system from page 260. Okay, from page 260 you have to draw the digestive system and label it. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next session I am going to tell you about the skeletal, muscular, excretory and reproductive system, and we are going to do the objective part also. Hope you all have understood till here. Thank you.